I had a dream the other night, and in the dream, someone said, use everything I gave you. A lot of y'all are not living the life that you really want to live because you are not using the narrative that the divine gave you. Let me break that down for you. I'm going to break down the word narrative so that you can really understand the esoteric meaning of it. By the way, hi, my name is Dr. Kamisha. I'm a metaphysical psychologist and a word magician, and I help people understand how they're creating their reality based on breaking down the esoteric meaning of words. That's one way that I do it. But anyway, the word narrative, it says inner rate Eve. It says inner value Eve. Eve is a metaphor for your subconscious. So it says the inner value that's in your subconscious. This is the story that you were born with. But what's happening is you are using this story to be a victim rather than alchemizing it and using it to free yourself. Come on, somebody. Can I take a glass of wine? Can I take a sip of wine from that? Is it okay if I take a sip of wine? Because I know y'all like to jump off videos. Like, I probably lost half of y'all already. That's okay. But for those who stayed, your inner story is the story that you were given in your cells, in your genetic makeup, and it is supposed to be used to free you. But you are using it to make yourself a victim and use it as a crutch and use it as an excuse for why you can't manifest the reality that you want to have. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. That's the problem. You're doing it wrong. Let me explain. Because I had a pretty rough life, okay? My parents left me because they were on drugs. I was born in the 80s, right before the damn crack epidemic, okay? My parents pretty much left me at my grandmother's house, didn't come back till I was like a teenager, okay? Like, they were in my life somewhat, but not like a real parent is supposed to be. This turned into all types of codependency, me winding up in abusive relationships, me being sexually assaulted, low self-esteem, all of that. Y'all already know. You already know what that turned into, but you know what I did? You know what I did? I turned that into a book, speaking engagements, digital courses, retreats. You see are you picking up what I'm putting down? I turned that into freedom. This is actually what I teach in my mentorship program, but I ain't here to try to pitch that to you. I want you to understand that you are supposed to alchemize the story and not turn yourself into a damn victim with it. God said, use everything I gave you. That means use the story that I gave to you. That means use the skill set that you got along the way. For me, that means that I gained skills when I was working at the post office as a sales rep. My job was to go out and knock on doors and sell myself. Well, not sell myself, but sell the post office to different companies that was using FedEx and USP and UPS. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to use that same skill to go knock on holistic wellness centers and yoga studios and see if they want to partner with me. By the way, if that's you, holler at me. Want to partner with me to host events at their location. It's the same skill set. Use everything I gave you. God said use everything I gave you. Use the fact that you are one of the few melanated female metaphysicians. I'm not talking about just somebody that slapped spiritual culture on their name. No shade to nobody, but I actually have a degree in this. I'm talking about that you actually went to a school and went through all of the things that you needed to go through to be considered a doctor in metaphysics, and you are melanated. That is very rare. That is very unique. Use it. Use it. Most of y'all don't want to use the shit that you was given, though. You want to hide. You want to say that you're afraid that people are going to judge you. You want to say that I'm private. You want to, that's fine. Stay where you are then. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Cry and complain and talk about woe is me. It's bullshit because the divine already gave you the fucking ticket out with the story that you were given. Whose fault is it that you're not using it? Whose fault is it that you're not alchemizing it? Whose fault is it that you're not healing and actually using it to free yourself? That's your fault. That's your fault. Anyway, if you watch this video all the way to the end, what are we, 5 minutes and 34 seconds in? If you want help in alchemizing your story, drop the word alchemize in the comments. I might have a gift for you, but I'm definitely going to help you figure out what you need to do next in order to use everything that God gave you. Holler at me. Peace.